start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call. Let roll call show that all but Mrs. Burmeister and Mrs. Netto are here. Next item is the approval of the consent agenda, which are the minutes from the March 24 regular board meetings and the March 25 financials.
I move that we approve the minutes from the March 24th regular board meetings as presented and financials. I support.
Okay. Did anybody notice any errors, omissions, corrections necessary? Hearing none, I'll bring it to a vote. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. And any opposed, say nay. It carries. Public comments. Is there anybody here that wants to address the board at this time? Okay. It's nice to see a big crowd. Next on the agenda is committee reports and finance committee. Ben.
All right, so you'll see in your packet a approval for the bookworms program. It is a great program. I think we have a government Section 35 grant covering that. John, I don't know if you wanted to say a word.
Stand up and cheer.
It's been a multi-year process. The school improvement team has done a lot of work. Erin Hedrick and ISD have helped us a lot. She's our literacy coach at elementary. We had a bunch of teachers pilot it and another program called EL this year. It's been a really heavy lift, but the staff is really excited to the point that they even want to do 2 days of training in June in addition to training kickoff to start next school year in August. And yeah, we got around $117,000 from 35J grant in order to do this. So it's just great all around.
Yeah, we like that money. Discuss the kind of the busing situation through 2029, so budgeting for that, and if we're able to cover that, we're looking at bond money as well as we can now use the sinking fund for transportation, so that's good ways to finance that. And of course, through our normal review of our March accounts payable, general fund, food service, tech fund, sinking fund, and capital improvement project. Looked at all those and everything looked in order, and we're about 20% towards our bond and our capital improvements. So we should see a big hit on that, I think, next month with all the improvements that you're seeing in the school. And that's what I got.
Thank you very much, Ben. Next up is Personnel Committee. Somebody...
Actually, I can knock those out, Stephen. Actually, okay. Personnel and Academic Affairs both had very similar, to the point of being exact, agendas. And we talked a little bit about our school psych position and potentially being able to fill that in-house in the future here, hopefully. We talked about budget and the newest amendment coming up in June and final budgets in June. And then also a little bit about our new PTSO structure, Parent Teacher Student Organization, and some potential recommendations coming from our Sex Ed Advisory Board here in the near future. Those were both the same agendas.
Okay. Those of you who have an agenda, it's not on there, but there is an added committee report, and that is a student rep report. And I'll have Jen introduce it.
So I just added it, so that's my fault, because our amazing cheer team is here. We're going to celebrate them, and because they're so strong and flexible and smart and able to go with the flow, I said, could you also give a quick little update about how the school year is going? So Chloe and Amiri or voluntold. And some others might pop in. So do you guys just want to give a quick little, your student perspective?
Should I just like
Yeah.
just sit or stand?
Whatever you're comfortable
Yeah.
with.
Okay.
We're good.
Well, last week Pops finished up, and I know some of us weren't a part of that, but it was a pretty fun experience, especially helping backstage and like the spot and stuff. And there's not like too much going on except the trimester's about to be done. So today sophomores chose their classes, which was pretty fun. And I know that me personally with another student, there's like a little French exchange coming up. And it's just a really fun experience to do through the school and with Mrs. Belon, or some of us call her Madame. And we leave in like 3 weeks for that, so that's pretty fun. And that's it.
Thank you. And
Oh, sorry. I'm Miri. And in French, we have like a French play that we're doing. I forgot the sound effects stuff. And yeah, we're doing that right now. And it's pretty fun. And our concert or our show's on the 13th of May, so that's coming up. The graduation's coming, as you all know. I'm excited for that. We have spring sports coming, or we have spring sports happening right now. So I don't know what to say. And yeah, I think overall the school's doing really good. Yeah.
well, thank you. You've done a wonderful job.
Take a breath, Mary.
Put on the hot seat.
Especially for being put on the spot, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay, thank you very much for that. Moving on to new business. First item 664, the approval of the Bentley Sourcewell turnkey flooring quote. Jess, Kurt, anybody want to just give the summary on that?
We're happy with elementary. It's the same company, and now the middle school, high school end, it's their turn to get shined up this summer. So it's a company that we appreciated working with last time, and they did a great job.
Okay, I'll have the quote right in your packet. Were there any questions for Kurt, Jess, or otherwise? Or if not, I'd entertain a motion to approve.
I motion to approve the turnkey quote for flooring in the high school
And middle school.
and middle school.
Support.
Okay, motion and a second. Any further discussion, comments? All right, we'll bring it to a vote. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, please say nay. Motion carries. Item 665, approval of elementary ELA not to exceed $100,000. Ben just covered that. This is the bookworms, but anything further anybody wanted to add?
If it doesn't pass, John's gonna cry in front of everybody.
That might be true. You might have heard me say the grant was for $117,000. This is not to exceed 1,000 because this is just the purchasing of the materials. The other money is for teacher training and trainers coming to do that and yada yada. So that's the difference between the numbers.
And I will add, the reason it's a not to exceed number is because we still might tweak some things. You know, normally a quote is a quote is a quote with an exact dollar amount, but we might tweak extra study guides or teaching
Yeah.
guides.
We actually might be able to find some of the stuff a lot cheaper from Barnes and Noble than the regular publisher. So that'll take about another week to iron out, and then we'll go for
But
it.
that's why it's not a firm dollar quote, so we're just doing a not to exceed quote.
Thanks.
Okay, any further discussion or questions? Otherwise, I'd entertain a motion.
I'd be happy to move for the approval of elementary ELA not to exceed $100,000.
Support.
Okay. I already asked if anybody had any questions or comments, so we'll bring it to vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
And any opposed, please say nay. That motion carries. Item.
It's close.
Thank you for all your hard work in that too, and your whole team. Item 666, approval of hiring Shanna Woodwick, school counselor.
You've got a little write-up from Ms. Schultz in your packet, but I don't know, Jen, if you wanted to say anything else?
Yeah, she was gonna come, but she's not able to because she has a commitment with her child. But she went through a very extensive interview process. They have to send a video to us to even get to an interview. Many people in the first round, and then there's a second round. We had her come in and teach a lesson to our middle school students. She's also certified to teach psychology in ELA, so it is very likely that she will be serving as a secondary counselor and probably also teaching either a psychology class or a study skills or some type of class, so we're really excited. She actually mentored Molly Moser when she was at Spring Lake, so they have already been working and collaborating and figuring out how they're going to tackle that together, and she comes with a wealth of experience. So we're really excited. She'll probably come to another board meeting so you can officially meet her, but she sends her apologies. But we got a good one. So
Have you determined what she'll cover?
yeah, so they're gonna work together as a team. Now, right now, Molly does 6 through 9, and Tina Gallo does 10 through 12. They're thinking about taking 6 to 12 together, maybe dividing by the alphabet or taking certain specialties. So they're gonna look and we're gonna work together to see where their strengths are and try to make it to fit where their strengths are to support our students. So an opportunity to maybe do things a little differently. And we've tried all different ways at the secondary level. They've done it a variety of ways. So we'll just take their skill set and go from there. Cool.
Thank you, Jen.
Yep.
Okay. If I could have a motion.
I move to approve the hiring of Shanna Woodwick, the school counselor.
Support.
Okay. Any other questions for Jen? Comments? Bring it to a vote. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Anybody opposed, please say nay. That motion carries. Item 667, approval of Cody Leverance, teacher and athletic director.
Yeah, I'm guessing a few people in the room know this character a little bit. Pretty happy to bring this one. And again, Jen's got a write-up in there, but I don't know if you wanted to add anything more, Jen, because you
Sure.
made this all work. So.
Another extensive interview process, and I say that because Cody has been serving, as you guys know, for years, supporting our athletic program, and gosh, I'm a little emotional about this, Cody. Like, he had my kiddo in school, so I'm like, he's here, he's here.
That's actually why I did a handout.
Yeah, and I'm a crier, but I'm surprised that this is happening. But we gave him 1 hour out of his day this year to help support the athletic department as assistant athletic director, and we all know Cody. Gosh, I don't know where this is coming from, but well deserved. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Well, that was very heartfelt. Thank you for being here, Cody. So, that being said, would somebody like to make a motion?
I move that we approve Cody Leverance as teacher/athletic director.
Support. Okay, do we want to put any stipulations on it? Any of you kids out there want to stipulate anything on this?
Public comments over.
All right, we won't do that to them. All right, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, please say nay. Motion carries. Congrats, Cody. And then on a sad note, in a sense, item 668, the approval of Lisa Cobb's retirement.
Yeah, Lisa's with us today, and I just when Lisa and I met to talk about this, I said to her that I was incredibly proud to be able to hire her and get her to come to North Muskegon, because I knew of the amazing things that she would do. She definitely did that and some, brought us a lot of initiatives that are gonna stay in place for a long, long time. To keep the emotion stuff rolling, I guess, I also told her that the really cool part was I gained a friend, and that was, to me, the most important part of it. So Lisa's gonna be missed. Now stop there.
And I'm not gonna say squat, cause I will call her. So she knows I love her and appreciate her, and I'm gonna shut up.
Okay. I assume with regrets, we would take a motion from somebody?
With regret. I approve of Lisa's co-op's retirement.
Okay, we have a motion and a support with regrets. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. Anybody opposed? Congratulations. Enjoy.
Sailing.
I think there's a sailboat.
Next up, board review, the MASD biennial election resolution on June 2nd. You have that in your packet. Kurt, do you want to just
Yeah.
give I'm not sure every board member has gone through this yet.
So this is the way that the ISD has to do things. This is just a review for you to look at the format of the resolution, get a taste of what is coming. Nothing real crazy to it, but we will get more information. It will go to a vote in our May meeting, Christy, and so we will fill in some gaps, get some more information, but the idea is that you're supposed to